Welcome yet again to my PimoLems level solving commentary video series. And today we are going to be starting the second rank, which is Windy. And I am still very happy and pleased to hear that PU has been continuing to enjoy my video series on his pack very much. As far as I understand, he has seen and commented on both of my videos thus far that I made for the series. And so I'm very certain that he'll continue to enjoy it as the more videos go up and everything. And just a brief note here, and that is, yeah, if you're wondering what kind of name as to what PO is, if you guess French, you pretty much right on the spot. Well, actually, the username PO itself, it's not really like anything in at all. It's more like a, if I understand correctly, he has mentioned that it's pretty much like nonsense. It doesn't really mean anything. And there's even been some like confusion as to how it's said as well. But it's something that he hasn't really thought up too much. But I think he said that that PO was is pretty much the correct way to say it. So yeah, and so if that's the case, yeah. And if I haven't been saying it correctly, I do apologize for that, PO. But I am pretty certain that that's what you said, that it is the right way to say it. And yes, he is a Lemmings Forum member who hails, I believe, from France. So, and just for your information, PU, I have visited France once before, but that was way back in 2007 when I had a like a trip with the foreign language department of my high school. It's pretty much a trip that is done every other year. And when I was a senior in high school back in 2007, that was pretty much the year that they did the trip. And so I of course went, and yeah, I had a pretty good time. And there were three countries that we visited in Europe, so Italy, Spain, and France. And out of the three countries, yeah, I liked France the best. So I'm pretty sure you'll be happy to hear that. And I even got like a self-portrait of myself, yeah, drawn by one of the artists, yeah, in France. I don't remember how much it was though, but I think it was like close to 20 US dollars. So whatever that is in euros. Um, but yeah, I really liked France. I got to see like a lot of great stuff in there, and I got to say, the the people in France are very friendly too. So yeah, they're really nice to talk with, and they are a pleasure to get along with. And but ever since that trip, though, yeah, I have not been back yet to Europe since. So it's pretty much been more than 15 years now. But I'm hoping to one day, yeah, because I would definitely love to come back and visit France again. Yeah, and I just really love the sights that we saw there. So in particular, I got to see the Eiffel Tower at nighttime. Yeah, it's so beautiful. Yeah, when it's all lit up, and I also got to see Notre Dame Cathedral. Yeah, just before the fire that burned it a couple of years back. But that was long after I visited France anyway. So yeah, so fortunately I got to see it in all its glory. Yeah, very nice glass stained windows and everything. Very very pretty. But yes, that's a little information on as to regards to my visit in visiting Europe and everything. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and continue with the video series now. Alrighty, first up, Windy 1. Have a lem soda. Alrighty, so it's replay loading time here. Alrighty, so to start off the rank, it is certainly not too hard, but at the same time, it's not trivial either. Yeah, in particular, perhaps the hardest part is just figuring out how to get down safely. So first lemming goes on ahead and builds, while the second lemming makes a dig a pit for the rest. And then I stop him with a builder. So now the crowd is contained while the worker goes on ahead. So we both tries to get up over the top here. So we are pretty much on the straw here. Yeah, this is a very nice looking drink here. Oh, actually, not the straw, sorry, umbrella. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, when you're serving a drink, they put one of those umbrellas in. Yeah, just like as a nice touch to it. Okay, and then build twice. So we will get down here safely, and then we mine, or at least I did. Yeah, so basically build once he's low enough to make a turnaround point, and then I mine the other way. Oh, this would have been safe, so I didn't have to mine at all. But at the same time, I think it's necessary to be a little bit to the left of the raised area, just so you can like build up to this area here. Then again, I probably could have still reached it, but I would still be like a pixel or two lower. Yeah, and still be fine, I guess. And then, yeah, at the time I start bashing, I released the crowd with the builder. Okay, and that's already it. So in this solution, at least, yeah, it uses all the builders, but again, I think I could have just let the worker drop down here, and I would have had the builder to spare. But in any case, yeah, still playing with the other skills, except for the builder. That is, of course, if you decide to go for a save mode, like I did here. But you decide not to, then you could also just hold the crowd back with 2 blockers. Yeah, and then you have more builders left over in the end. Windy 2, return to the fold. And Pew could correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe the level title is a reference to a level from Lemmings 2. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I remember a Lemmings 2 level whose solution resembles very, very similar to this one. Yeah, at least it involved a climber going over the top and then like just coming out from the other side. Yeah, to like bridge the gap. Okay, so send up a climber and then build over to get over the gap. Yeah, so he gets over, and then we wait until he gets to over here. Okay, I build here to turn around, and then I just dig down. And then when he finishes, he will be facing to the right. And then we, of course, build over the gap here with our 2 builders. Okay, and then finally we mine the crowd out. Okay, and that's it. And here, it doesn't matter if he does not hit the steel and turn around. Yeah, if he doesn't, then he'll just climb up and then hit his nose and then fall back down and go to the exit. Yeah, more importantly, I don't think it's possible to build in such a way so that the climber is able to get back up here again. So, pretty much, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so, yeah, he'll just take the same route as the others once he's done mining. Windy 3, you lempty-headed creatures. And yeah, in regards to the space between the word and the exclamation mark, yeah, Pio has told me that it is customary from where he's from to do so. Because in the USA, yeah, we do not leave a space. Yeah, instead the exclamation mark is right after the word creatures here, without any space. And so, yes, when I first saw that, I thought it was a mistake, but no, it is not. Yeah, it is completely intentional, and you just need to be aware that it's simply a regional difference as to how the grammar is written. Okay, so this one isn't too hard either. Really, it just involves making a turnaround point with 2 bombers. So, and the easiest way to do that is to simply bomb in the same area twice. Yeah, so I do that there, and then the second bomb, I do it with a lemon going back to the left, while the first one just goes on to bind to the exit. And that's pretty much it. So yes. A pretty short, easy low, if you know how. Yeah, especially with the turnaround point, so that no one goes out to the left and gets into danger. And yeah, it is pretty much starting with that low, with the previous low, that pretty much save requirements are tightened up now. So yeah, you pretty much are like saving the exact amount. Oh, and I forgot to say this. Sandcastle. Yeah, Windy 4 sandcastles in the sand. So here, yeah, we have to save everyone. So it's a pretty long low that looks very daunting and difficult, but it really isn't. Yeah, it's just probably made a little harder just because of the fact that you are very limited on digging destructive skills here. So send up a climber here. And yeah, the flags here, they're just decoration. It's a very nice touch to the sandcastles here. Okay, and then at the edge here, we start digging down. And despite what the skill set may suggest, yeah, there are still like multiple solutions here. So in a way, you are still free to carve out your own solution. Just be careful not to waste your skills here. Okay, and then once he's low enough, I start building. Okay, it looks like I just simply go over the top here, I think. Okay, so 4. Oh yes, most definitely, because this is already splat height, so yeah, so I just go over the top here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 builders. Okay, and then right here I mine. Yeah, and because of where I started mining, yeah, he does not get stopped. Yeah, by the hole. Yeah, he keeps on going. Okay, and then he just climbs over here. Okay, dig at the very edge there. Okay, and then once low enough, start building up again. And then, yeah, I just let him keep going. Okay. Yeah, I can't even remember what I did here. But then again, I think I remember I did a different solution on Lemon Eye. Yeah, saving plenty more builders, I think. Okay, and then I just simply build twice to the exit. Yeah, make sure to have him turn around, because we need to mine so that the clock can get up to the exit later. Okay, and then I simply bash through these sandcastles. Oh, did I? Okay, yeah. So after a while, then I start bashing the crowd out to the right. So, yeah, and then after he breaks through, then I build to stop him, and that's it. And also to make sure that he turns around towards the exit, as we need to save everyone here. So yes, like I said, despite the skill set, yeah, there are still multiple solutions here. Yeah, just simply be careful here, as the skills are very, very limited. In my solution, as you can see, I used every skill except for the builders, where I had 3 to spare. Okay, next up, Windy 5. How do I turn back? So, just a short lower here to demonstrate the builder wall. Yeah, in order to create an impassable wall so that no one can get past it. Yeah, and the way it works is this. You just simply stack 3 builder staircases on top of one another. Yeah, making sure to leave no gap here. Okay, so this creates a thick enough wall so that no one is able to slip past and go out to the left here. And then, of course, the first time it just simply bashes through this large wall here. So, as you can see, when you hit this staircase, yeah, they turn back. Yeah, because it is too thick. Yeah, the wall is high enough so that no one can, like, step up through it. So yeah, it's just really a short though to demonstrate that trick. And it's pretty easy to discover too, because yeah, you have the minimum amount of skills, yeah, necessary to discover it, and it is required, yeah, as you need to save everyone. Windy 6, Digger's Mania. So another nice low showcasing a neat trick here. So only 2 lemmings here. So really, the trick that's being showcased here, it's pretty much makes the low tedious, but it's a really nice trick to know though. So first lemming that reaches up here before he turns around digs. Okay, and then we dig down with the other lemming. Yeah, with the space that was created. And then after being low enough, well, not low enough, but like after some time, then I go ahead and block with the first digger. So because the digger is the blocker is inside the digger pit. Yeah, the other digger releases the blocker because he removes the terrain underneath its feet. So therefore releasing him. And then we simply repeat this over. Yeah, then we dig. Okay, and then here, yeah, I pretty much block at the moment that the digger removes the terrain underneath its feet. So that's why you don't see him become a blocker. So if I go back to it, yeah, and I frame step here. As you can see, he just becomes a faller. Yeah, you don't see him become a blocker because the terrain under his feet got removed at the exact same time I assigned the blocker. Yeah, and then we just keep on doing this over and over until we get through the wall. So, dig, block, dig, block, dig, block, until we get through the wall. So yeah, it's pretty much kind of repetitive and in a way dull and boring. But yeah, it is a very neat trick, yeah, that can come in handy. Yeah, and then once the digger is low enough, then I start canceling it with a builder. So as you can see, plenty of skills left over here. Yeah, so that doesn't become too frustrating. And we also had the builder left over as well. Alrighty, Windy 7, take on the world. So, somewhat of a difficult level here, but yeah, it's mainly due to the fact that diggers are only digging destructive skill here. So I make a digger pit here, and then after lowing that, then I cancel him with a builder. So it's not too low so that they cannot step out. Yeah, and then same thing here. I make a digger pit so that they cannot go out to the left. And then I build, yeah, and that also releases them out to the right. Yeah, and then at this time I max out the release rate here. Oh. And then while lemmings are still coming out, I start building to the left out here. Yeah, with the last lemming, I continue the staircase here. Yeah, and now I continue this one here as well. Yeah, when pretty much the worker here is done. Yeah, one more builder, and then that releases this crowd here. And then I start digging to get to the exit. Okay, and then while lemmings are coming in, I eventually build at some point, I think. Yeah, so that this guy does not splat. Although here, oh, it appears to be safe regardless. So I don't think he would have splatted, but I did it anyway, just in case. Yeah, and then I built to the right here, so that when these guys drop, they would not splat. Yeah. Okay, and now I start building this crowd out. Yeah, more than enough builders here. Oh yes. Here the wall is too high, so we need a builder step to get past it. Okay, and then start building to the left here to reach the exit area. Yeah, and then I just wait for everyone to pass through first before I finish the rest of it, and that's it. Yeah, this comes pretty close to spot height, but yeah, it is necessary so that I just let everyone pass so that no one spots. And then finally one more builder staircase and that's it. So yeah, this is just a way to save them all. But you are allowed to lose up to 2 here. But it is definitely clear at this point though, or at starting a few levels ago, that the save requirement is just tightening up. Windy 8, step by step. Uses a technique that's pretty standard in the custom level scene. Yeah, especially if you've seen it plenty of times. Okay, send up a climber, dig down, okay, and then I build to turn him around. Okay, and then the standard trick here is the digger basher staircase. So pretty much you just have to count pixels here. Lemmings can step up a wall, step up to a maximum of 6 pixels. Any higher than that, and it is essentially a wall that they would just simply turn around and not step up. And then, yeah, here when I'm digging and I stop him, I cancel him with a blocker. Because essentially his middle is digging on nothing. So that allows me to cancel him with a blocker. Oh yeah, with a blocker. Okay, dig down here. Again, count pixels, and then you'll be fine. Okay, and then that's pretty much it. So it's pretty much a good guideline is the tip of the nose. If it's pretty much level with the terrain, then or rather the tip of the nose is just above. Yeah, then they will still step up. Yeah, if it's level and or below it, yeah, then they'll just turn around because the wall's too high. So yeah, just a digger basher staircase here. Windy 9, the hiking tour. So another 2 lemming level here, and one of my absolute favorites. Okay, so this lemming gets a climber, while this one gets a floater, obviously. Okay, he needs to bash through to the left. Okay, and then build to patch up this gap so that he doesn't fall down and splat. Okay, and then by this time, Basher is broken through the terrain so that it allows the climber through. Okay, this Basher gets interrupted and floats down safely. And then he simply uses the terrain here to get back up. Okay. The climber in the meantime goes on over here, and then here we dig down at the edge. Okay, use the builder to get over the gap. Yeah, and then once the digger's low enough, then we build to stop him. Okay, and then bash on through here. He will drop down safely. And then one more builder. And then finally, when the basher is through, we build, and that's it. So, now, this climber would just simply climb to get up to the exit here, while this floater would just simply make his way down safely. Yeah, because he's a floater. So, floats down, turns around, and then floats down again. And yeah, so as you can see, due to the time limit, yeah, you absolutely have to bash through the instant the floater gets here. Yeah, as he is not even allowed to turn around once. Yeah, if he does so, yeah, I believe it would simply take up too much time. Although it might still come pretty close though. Yeah, seeing how we had 22 seconds to spare. And surely that walk does not take 22 seconds, so I could be wrong there. But I haven't checked, so maybe it is possible to still finish on time. But if doing that, then can only turn the maximum of once, though. And then finally, Windy 10. Me sorry, me lost. So a 1 lemming level here. And this is another level that is modified from the original version. No, not Stormy. Yeah, Stormy is the next rank. So here, on the Lemonade version, where this level originally came from, yeah, this level had a gimmick enabled, and that is the lemming walked faster than normal. So, in other words, Super Lemming was enabled here. And but in Neo Lemmings, yeah, all gimmicks were eventually called. Yeah, after a certain version. So it used to exist in very early versions of Neo Lemmings, but after a certain point, they all got called. And in particular, Super Lemming, it doesn't really lend itself well to the philosophy of Neo Lemmings, where the aim is to simply get rid of execution difficulty and focus on the puzzle difficulty. And Super Lemming, yeah, it's just one of those where like you just simply need very quick reflexes, and by itself, it doesn't have much potential except when you combine it with the Frenzy gimmick. And Frenzy is the name of the gimmick where pause is disabled. And so without that gimmick as well, yeah, then essentially Super Lemming is pretty much pointless because it doesn't really add anything to the puzzle. So yeah, as a result, yeah, the lemming just simply goes at normal speed here. So just end up as a climber. Yeah, and then we dig at the spot where there's this little hole in the terrain here. So at first I thought it was like a design error, but no, it is actually intentional because it's supposed to help the lemming turn around. So as you can see, yeah, there's this little overhang here so that he stops climbing and goes out the other way. Okay, and then finally bash to get to the exit, and that's it. So really, it's still the exact same solution, even with the Super Lemming gimmick disabled, but yeah, it's like I said, it existed in very early versions of Neo Lemmings. Yeah, and Lemonade is one of those engines that supports it. But in later versions of Neo Lemmings, yeah, all gimmicks were code, and so that's why you see the lemming just simply walking at normal speed. Though you technically still could emulate Super Lemming speed by simply leaving the level on fast forward. But again, it's still not that difficult just because of the fact that you can still pause. But of course, you can still challenge yourself without manually pressing pause at all. Yeah, it's still not a very hard level anyway. Yeah, even if you decide to engage fast forward and decide to rise up to the challenge and not pause at all. Okay, so that was the first 10 levels of Windy. So the next time we will continue with the rest of the rank. I hope you enjoyed this video of the PimoLems level solving commentary video series, and I'll see you all for the next one.